Welcome back to Grand Central Watch. Once again, very excited to have everybody here with Will.
Hello.
And I'm Steve. So today we have a really cool, interesting project that we took on. Someone in the industry had this watch for a long time, didn't know where to go. We met, and sure enough, we talked a big game of how we can fix Heuer watches. And this was a real challenge, right?
Yes, it was, because the watch was totally destroyed.
Yeah. So one of the things, doing this project, we've been taking pictures and documenting everything that we're doing here. And there was really no way to share it with everybody. Like when our customers would come every day to the counter and they would hear us talk about these amazing things we do, but we never had the visuals. So we actually took the liberty of creating a book, first edition of the Grand Central Watch, The Art of Watchmaking. And in here, you're going to see everything. You're going to see Universal, you're going to see Omega, you're going to see Breitling with maybe 4 or 5 different calibers that Breitling used in here. And you're going to see this watch. And
this book is on the counter downstairs in the store.
Yes,
right? So
it's on the counter, and we've already been asked from a few customers if they can buy a copy. And so we're going to produce a few. So if you're interested, feel free to comment, reach out to us. Yes. So anyway, we're going to talk through the process. I'm going to let you do most of the talking. Tell us what happened. Like when the watch first came in here, you had to diagnose it. Not on the dial side, wasn't as scary, right?
When we do an estimate, we don't remove the dial.
Right.
We don't touch that. It's until you remove the dial that you find all those other surprises. And that is what happened when we found those parts under the dial that were totally gone.
This is scary here. When I saw this, when I came upstairs after this was apart, and Will showed this to me, I said, how? Without really replacing all the bridges and plates. But somehow the magic happened once again up here. And
what is interesting to notice, sometimes a watch is that rusted, that destroyed, but it still ticks. And the second hand, it still moves. And you could buy one watch like that.
I know.
Not knowing what is going to happen later.
That's what's scary. So just make sure, what we like to do now when we sell a watch, we're starting to photograph everything. So we can show the cleaning process, and you can go home sometimes with a picture of your watch all apart. And I think it's important to maybe ask for that before you buy something, just to see the process of when something was done.
We disassembled the watch. We had to decide what parts can still be rescued and what parts have to be replaced.
So when you see something like this here, like that looks completely corroded.
No, it's not worth it.
Right.
It's not worth it. It's not going to work the way it's supposed to be. But you can see how the hairspring was damaged, severely damaged. So it's not that the way I'm just showing it. So all the coils are totally destroyed, and we had to fix that hairspring because hairsprings are not available.
Right.
So when you have a destroyed hairspring, you're going to have to recoil that back to the way it was before. So we did that with this hairspring.
So, and you can see even how it's not straight at all. It's all pushed over to one side.
Now, if the hairspring has a little bit of rust, then it's gone.
Right.
You got to replace it. But this one was just entangled, was damaged, was bent, and we had to fix that.
Interesting. And then you went through the whole process. Like I said, when you did get down to the skeleton though, and you found all that rust and it was like caked in there, how difficult is it to remove something like that?
Well, you got to do it chemically because you don't want to scratch that. You don't want to take just another piece of another blade and scrape that. You're going to destroy the watch.
The things that we weren't able to clean, we opened up the treasure chest. And looking in here, you're going to see all different kinds of things. All these rusty pieces that we see on the bench that we used, that we laid out, this is where they got replaced from. So they got replaced from the original
they've been waiting there for 50 years just to be used in a situation like this.
Right.
The box that contains this part is as vintage looking as the watch.
Exactly. We put the watch together. We cleaned everything, and the before and after pictures, I'm going to be honest with you. I've never seen anything like this in a restoration before.
Yeah.
But this is,
I was surprised. Honestly, this doesn't happen all the time.
Right.
The movement it's just because we knew the watch was totally destroyed, so we put like special care on this watch.
Yep.
And just expect for the best, and that's what we got, the best results.
When you speak about watchmaking and art and the art of watchmaking, this is what it is. This isn't taking apart a new watch and putting it back together like a puzzle. This is figuring and replacing and deciding what can live and what's dead. And we had to do all that in here to produce this final product, and it's truly a work of art.
And that watch, that movement that you see there is what is inside this watch. How beautiful is that, right?
Yeah, gorgeous.
Yeah.
gorgeous.
So it's a vintage looking watch, but inside has a mean machine.
Yes.
Kind of exactly.
This watch can last forever now, as long as it doesn't go, swimming again. And this is what we love to do. We specialize in restoration of old timepieces. So please send us anything you want. I mean, we'll give you an estimate for free. We'll look it over. We'll tell you if the watch is destroyed. Even if you purchase something online and you're really scared, just send it in for an estimate, and we'll take a look at it for you, and we'll tell you whether to return it or put the money in and invest it and keep the watch.
Send us your Heuer like that, or send us any piece you love, right? Yeah. It's going to be treated with the same care here.
Thanks again for watching. We really love having you. I hope you like our new setup here. It's for the new season 2. And
until next time.